demonstrating their contempt, scorn, and disdain for everyday Americans. We're putting America first. On no issue have Washington Democrats more thoroughly betrayed the American people than that of immigration.
President Trump pushing his signature immigration agenda as he rallied thousands in Wisconsin. But not much was heard about this in Iowa on the debate stage for the Democrats. Our next guest points out the Dems faced off on last night's debate and did not even bring it up where they did early on. Fox News contributor, retired ICE Director Tom Homan. Tom, why don't you think immigration was front and center at any point during 2 hours last night with just 6 candidates?
I mean, what are they going to say? They're going to say that they've been beat by this president, despite their resistance, despite every one of those candidates throwing out enticements of free medical care, pathway to citizenship, abolish ICE, get rid of detention. Despite their enticements, this president on his own has got the illegal crossings down 72% from the high in May. What are they going to say? They have failed. The president has taken them to school without their help and despite their resistance.
So essentially a couple of things. He now has gotten enough money where he's funded for the wall. He's got 100 miles built. They got it pretty much set. They've done a lot of that working with private landowners to starting building this because it's of national interest. So he could get that 400 miles before this year's done.
Absolutely. I mean, he's got the money, and he's moving some additional money around. I think he's got enough money that he can spend within this fiscal year. If they got more money, I don't know if they can spend it that quick. But look, I think he's going to get 400 miles of wall by the end of the year. I think this president means what he says. And look, when I talked about the 72% decline, what people aren't talking about, Brian, is how many women weren't raped when 72% decline in illegal immigration? How many children haven't died? How many millions of dollars did the cartels not make? So right. that's something that no one's talking about.
Mexico's helping, and you point out the IRI. What does that mean? What does it do? The interior repatriation.
What that does, back in 2013, I started this, and now ICE is firing it back up again. What it does when you arrest Mexican nationals, instead of removing them to the port of entry right on the border where they can easily cross back, where they can easily get back for their criminal cartels to be smuggled back again, it puts them in the interior of Mexico, farther away from the border, away from the criminal cartels that smuggle them across. And the Border Patrol's consequence delivery system, every alien that's arrested, they run the fingerprints. Have you been arrested again? How many times? The IRI showed that the recidivism rates dropped dramatically because you took them away from the border. You took them away from the cartel connection.
And you put them into the interior. Hey, listen, whatever you want to say about the way it started, our relationship with Mexico seemed to be just great, and they are helping us out. Tom Homan, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. Straight ahead.